The following 2 episodes contain issues that some people may find disturbing. You have been warned. Thank you. And on today's continuing adventures, The Fallen Idol, a case of mystery, intrigue, and movie stars. Our scene unfolds. A desolate hilltop. A dangerous man. A car careening toward danger. And now, our heroes.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
LA's finest, boys and girls.
Chevy Style Line took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard.
All the places you could try and kill
We got
someone.
bad guys to catch.
Right outside a police station? Really now? Really? Is that what we've come to? Let's
See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard.
Hard at work or hardly working, right? Right?
Tear to my eye watching my caterpillar build.
Yeah, well, so speed this along this time, shall we, Cole? It ain't enough being dramatic. Run along, little piggy, run along. I shouldn't actually need... Yeah, it's just over there, isn't it? I can see the billboard from here. Okay, never mind. Wait, there's another billboard over... It's in the hills somewhere, that's the point. Ooh, telephone. Ugh. And telephones get in the way of progress. Excuse me. Officer of the law. I don't have to obey the traffic laws myself. I just enforce them. What? A random passerby just going, "You'll never find him, copper." Are you abruptly confessing to being linked to this, or is that just a random audio file that shouldn't have played? Directions. Up there. Yep, cool. Okay. That's a path, so I am going the right way. Thinking that it might actually ironically have been slightly quicker to have Dowski drive us. Oh well. Needs must as the devil drives and all that.
Her face
No
looks
pun
familiar.
intended.
Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, Beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the 2 of them still have juice.
I have no idea what that means.
Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez.
Of
Enrique
course
was a
it is.
pretty decent middleweight. What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passenger's a Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
Okay. No idea what you mean by that, but that's fine.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down.
What's the point in having the tow truck all the way up here, by the way? Just out of curiosity. From that kind of distance, that angle, you're not going to pull the car up. You're going to tip your tow truck back over the edge of the cliff. Speaking of which, are there any clues to be found? Any witnesses, or are these just looky-loos? Not getting any talk prompts, so... Looky-loos it is, then. Okay. Let's go check out the broad, I guess.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Never
Can
heard
you
of you.
tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of
You?
Beast of...
I
Yeah,
don't
came
lie.
across too needy there.
Keep out of this.
Okay.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
I don't quite believe that somehow.
It's a
I know what the
serious
little
offense to withhold information from the
grin
police
thing you're
during a
doing there.
criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady.
No offense, but you kind of are.
Don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
Not a fact. Issue of vigilantism isn't really allowed, and you seem very nervous about something there, love. Okay.
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
Yeah, like I said, vigilante action not entirely allowed, so I'm gonna have to veto that, I'm afraid. If you don't mind. So this is where things cock up, in my opinion. Doubt. It shouldn't actually be labelled doubt, it should be labelled press or push. You know, get additional information, basically. Doubt. I don't doubt that she's gonna take action all by herself. But, how can I put this? It's just mislabeled, is what I'm getting at here. It shouldn't be doubt, it should be press.
I want to know what happened between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it, and this is where I end up.
That's one way of getting out of a business deal, I suppose.
If you're looking for the
Throw people from a
coroner, he's
cliff.
down by the crash site. This is
I
a big
wasn't
scene,
loud
folks.
man, but okay.
We need to get our bearings.
Let's go see the coroner.
Sounds like a plan. I like that guy. That sort of no-nonsense attitude you really need in a coroner. That and the lack of hair is actually quite hygienic for his profession.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
I'll get to that. I'll investigate the crime scene in my own time, Doc, thank you.
Like they're lucky they weren't
Jam
badly
everywhere.
injured.
I should have known. Wait for people. When will they learn not to drive and eat sandwiches at the same time? It only ends in disaster. Bing, bing. Oh, hello. Yes, Cole, those are pants.
They've been
Kids'
torn off.
pants.
Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace
Oh
receipt
dear.
when I get back to the lab.
Gonna be one of those sort of cases, is it? Great. Thank you, Rockstar. Dear Jessie, please, dear, come home. You know where about jumping. All is forgiven. Loves you still. Blah blah blah. Good girl. Gone to Hollywood. That really gives me all the answers I need, doesn't it? 50. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, looks like Mother Dearest wasn't wrong. Things did go awfully wrong. Should have been staying with Art June. Sisters are missing you. Okay, remember those names. June, Emma, Molly. Might be important. Also the fact she's 15 and apparently ran away from home. That could also be important. Well, it's guaranteed to be important.
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
Exactly, Phelps. What happens when you try to blend in and
I
look
think
human?
It's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
Oh, the big line down the middle? Yeah, I see that.
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess. Then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
Well, that seems pretty open and shut in that case, then.
We should speak to Ballard again.
Definitely attempted
He
murder.
might not be telling us the whole story.
Let's see what we got. Lovely slow pango. You see, it reminds me a little, actually, of playing Silent Hill 2. James's trek into the forest. Not so much the atmosphere, obviously, but sort of like the general way we're sort of trekking towards things, you know? Oop. Slightly off course there.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her.
Yeah, rape tends to do that to a
Desperate
person.
to break into movies. What more can I say?
Say she quite clearly got molested? You lying shit.
I think you're lying, Mrs. McAfee. I think something happened to Jessica yesterday before the crash.
I'm offended, Sunshine. Do you have any proof?
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, unless your little mate Jessica there was trying to bring back loincloths, or she likes whatever the female equivalent of freeballing is.
She wanted to go to a casting. I took her to a casting. Whatever happened after that is between her and Mark Bishop.
Well, that's just cold.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
That called bullshit. Oh, come on, don't you dare. Stop it. Stop it. Recording. Great. You know what, never mind, let's just push on, shall we?
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
So I'm getting there's a Mark Bishop involved.
In everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back
Subtly
to the
pushed to
receiving
their
hospital.
game.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after. My lawyer and I have talked to the news house.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. So see if we can shake out of the kid.
I want to put that in a different term there, Dabrowski. You don't shake things out of rape victims.
Officer, please tell me what's going on.
See, there was a chance for a tasteless joke there, and I didn't make it. I'm growing as a person. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay.
Can you drive to this one? So where you want to go?
You even took a sketch of the place. You probably have sketches of all the places we go to. It's just a nice circle you made there, Cole. It's the first time I've noticed. Missed your calling as an artiste, Cole, clearly. I'll say artiste. Printer, perhaps.
11K Roger, en route.
No, we're not. We're not going to some random crime scene. We're going to the hospital. Well, receiving Where's the difference? It's like an on-site medical facility for the cops. Makes sense, actually. Oop. The world's smallest loading screen. Central Receiving Hospital. Doesn't really answer my question. There are cop cars parked outside. But again, there would be anyway, wouldn't there? I don't know. Let's find out. Ugh, bad memories going into weird hospitals.
Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Can you imagine Phelps' version of Silent Hill?
Hamilton.
So messed up.
Yes. She's in the room, right behind you, Detective.
Like the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
No, I don't need to be
Hey, kiddo.
Feeling better since this morning, Jessica?
lawyer. A little. Where is the head?
Clues.
Do you know who I am?
Oh dear. Sounds like June. Not June. June? Whoever the other woman was. I can't remember her name already. The ballad chick. Kicking off already. In fact, where is she? I assume from the sound it was somewhere out here, but evidently not. Okay. Nope, never mind. Oh, wait. Aha! Evidence from the doctor.
Hello, Doctor. I'm Detective Phelps. You're attending to the young lady from the auto accident?
Yes. She's conscious now, but I doubt she'll remember much. She's still feeling some of the after effects.
Jessica was drugged?
She certainly was. Chloral hydrate would be my guess, and there's clear evidence of abuse. She's still a minor, Detective.
Someone planned a double murder to cover up a statutory rape? Swap 7 years for life and gets Guy McAfee on their case? Doesn't make much sense to me.
I guess.
Now, no one said these people were smart. Ugh, thank you for this Rockstar, by the way.
Hello, Jessica.
Not much comedy to be had here, you
My name
know?
is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Right. Crash
Can you tell
report.
me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
Sorry, kiddo, but I know that's not true.
Tell the truth, Jessica. Why the big cover-up?
I'm not lying to you.
You found your underwear in your handbag, Jessica. You need to tell us what happened.
The doctor told me what happened. I didn't want that. I just wanted to be a star, to be in movies. I told Junie what happened, and she told me to toughen up. That was the price of stardom.
Did she now, cold-hearted bitch?
It's not Junie's fault. It's not my first time. I had a boyfriend back home, but my father found out about him.
Even if you consented, Jessica, you're still underage.
God
You
damn
need to
it.
get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
Yeah, stellar job. Oh, by the way, also bullshit.
You're lying, Jessica.
We know you're a runaway.
How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Please, detective, why would I lie to you?
Because you're clearly still hoping to get something out of this kid, and it's not going to happen.
Because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
God damn
How
it.
did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
No, she's not. No, she's not, is she? She didn't get the part. Or am I misremembering that entirely?
What's the story
No,
with
I was
Bishop
right.
and Mrs. McCaffrey? Why does he want the two of you dead?
That can't be true. Mr. Bishop seemed very happy today. I mean, yesterday.
And that's why he wedged a shrunken head against the accelerator pedal and punted the two of you over an escarpment?
I overheard
Perhaps that's
Junie
how they
speaking
say
to him on the phone.
congratulations in his culture.
Screaming, really. She can be very hard sometimes, Junie. But they seemed okay yesterday, like they worked it out.
I know what
last
happened
one.
to you, Jessica. Where
Did we already
exactly
cover this, though?
did it take place?
Please.
Oh, where did it
It's
take?
scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
Look, yeah, I'm pretty sure you remember. Where you went for the casting, if nothing else. Yeah, so she's not lying. She does remember. Okay. If in doubt, go...
Someone tried to
God
kill
damn
you,
it!
Jessica. Do you get it? Forget about being in movies. It's time to act like a grown-up.
I had to wear a robe and lay down on a stone. There were lights, a camera. It's not my fault. I'm not a bad girl. Why are you trying to hurt me?
Thank you,
See,
Jessica.
doubt
Been
just...
a big help.
It really needs to be
Give
retooled.
him a card.
It really does.
Think of anything, or if you need some help, just get in touch, okay?
Doubt does not mean doubt. Doubt means press.
I think it might be a good idea if you went back home till you felt better, Jessica.
I couldn't do that, officer. What if I got the part and I wasn't there?
Kid, you don't want to be part of
Tale
condoning
this
this.
town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be your lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry?
Expedited her release. She wasn't under arrest.
There she goes. Come on.
Oh good, the tailing minigame. This is always so fun in the games where this occurs, right? Right. Not boring in the slightest. Stop. God damn
You've
it.
got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps.
Yeah, so sue me. Worked, didn't it? We're seeing stuff for Nixon. Oh, please there we're seeing stuff advertising Nixon's presidential campaign. It's gonna be. Do we get to meet Nixon in this? That'd be amazing. Cole the
Seems to have
robot.
made a remarkably speedy
Nixon
recovery.
in the same room. Like we've ever seen that storyline before. Captain came to confess. After he's elected, he plans to sneak into the people's houses and wreck up the place. No, it's one person shaking their head about that, and shush. You're the reason I've got that in my memory right now. Okay. Oop. Suddenly we were there. I didn't even notice where the car was. That's what I get for not paying any real attention. Just following the minimap, you know? Now, the days
Get in
before
there and
mobile
see what
phones,
she's
you
up to.
have to go and find a cafe to make a call. I imagine cafes made a hell of a killing by that, having a public telephone inside. People get thirsty. They have their little conversation. They order a drink before or after. Or they take a seat and order something to eat to calm their nerves after a particularly bad conversation. Ooh, I know where this is going. No, Cole. No, we're trying to be not suspicious, Cole. There you go. Classic noir. Pay no attention to the man behind the giant newspaper.
No, I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want.
Ooh, Archie. Classic Archie.
Do it. You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls.
What, they didn't have the sandwiches you wanted?
I'm going to be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803.
That cafe owner is possibly the scariest man I've ever seen.
Sure, I got the film.
Aha. Got to be in disguise, Cole. Remember, you are the paper. So you get perfect angles. Doesn't even seem to be breathing, you know? Just pointing that out. It's really not relevant to anything. Wait, we have an address and a new place to go.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Let's do this.
All right. Where to?
Or you can just walk around in very long circles, Cole. That's also an option.
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh shit, you better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If you had any sense, you wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McCaffrey's wife in the first place. Or you'd have done the job properly. McCaffrey will break a fella's legs just for looking at his broad.
What did you make of the kid? You believe her story? I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
Kinda got that vibe, yeah.
So if Ballard
Lamb
was
to the
doing someone a
slaughter and all
favor,
that.
why did they try to kill her?
Hey, Elma. That should pop up in the video.
Vicinity in car 11K, 11 King, a 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park.
Isn't that exactly where we're going?
All other units go to KGPL clear.
Yeah, here we are.
Roger, KGPL. 11K en route.
All units in the vicinity in car 11K,
Or at least I would be.
11 King, a 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment
Yeah,
Hotel.
I know, I need to get out of the car in order to do something about it.
Westlake Park, 11K
Game?
03. All other units go to
Game.
KGPL clear.
Game? Okay, there we go. That was very peculiar. It wouldn't actually let me out of the damn car. I saw people come out of the hotel and run away,
We
too.
received a call about a domestic disturbance in apartment 803.
Oh, the detectives. Listen, Mrs. Bishop's pretty upset. Take the elevator and then left down the corridor. It's the last door on the right.
Last door on the right. Gotcha. Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright, I don't get any choice in the matter. There's been a couple of sequences in this where the game just
Sounds like we're
walks you
about to
directly
make
to where you have to go.
Hysterical female witnesses.
Really? Hysterical female witness? That's what you're going with? I mean, to be quite frank, the first two had their quite legitimate reasons for being hysterical. Well, it's only really the older dame that was hysterical. The kid was pretty traumatized and with, reason. Wasn't it last door on the right? No? No, apparently not. This door? No, Cole, not the bloody elevator. The doors I was looking at, please, Cole. There you go. Nope. This is the only downside to playing in black and white. It's hard to see which doors you can actually interact with.
LAPD, ma'am. Are you in danger?
I'm all right now. You just missed them.
God damn
Horrible,
it.
awful men.
Are you injured, Mrs.?
Mrs.
It wasn't my fault. I was stuck in a cutscene.
Gloria Bishop. Please, come in, officers. I'll just need to sit down for a moment. Forgive me.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am.
Just look at this mess.
We'll take a quick search of the premises, ma'am. You take a moment to gather your thoughts.
I will. Thank you, officer.
Well, time to get my investigate on.
Junk.
Yeah. Kind of crap you get in the Taiwan airport. Okay. Terribly important. Ooh, a book. Cole? Cole. Cole, please. Cole. Oh, the vase. That's also an option.
Not much help.
Yeah, no kidding. Gay... what? Gay cowboys? Are you kidding me? As if that would be a film that would have been made in this time period.
I don't think so.
Bring it back for the captain. He'll appreciate it. Then again, he's probably more of an Old Testament kind of a man. Smiting and pillars of salt and all that.
Sent it to Mark.
Jesus Christ. There's some sort of intimation being made there. He sent the saddle from the movie Gay Cowboys to a friend. What do we got here? Not really your colour, Cole.
Look like anything.
Ring?
No good to me.
Yeah, I suppose not. Don't strike me as someone who's particularly popular with the ladies, Cole.
It's gonna help us.
Well, perhaps not. You wouldn't be the first machine to gather acclaim with a female audience.
$1,000.
Wow, there's a lot of cash, especially in that time period. That's closer to like, what, 100 grand in modern day money?
Probably nothing.
Box of biscuits? Maybe that? Okay, not terribly important to know that somebody snacks in bed. Picture of Darwin? Was that? Weird. No. No, they didn't rob the place. Why do you never think that's important, the fact that people didn't come here to rob the place?
This isn't.
Cigars? I think. So yeah, robbery was clearly not the motive here. Why do you keep insisting that's not relevant for what we're investigating, Cole?
Like
You've just ruled out robbery.
Downtown.
Okay. That's... yeah, we know about that now, that's a thing. Any further evidence? Anything hidden behind the picture frame? No. Never gonna bother looking this time. Because Cole's advanced retinal scanners have not detected hidden information this time.
Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica.
Love struggle through the ages, eh? Intolerance. Oh god, please tell me he's not gonna be one of those. One of those type of kitty fiddlers.
It doesn't appear
Just
to be
no, I can't do that storyline again. Just no.
Don't think this is anything.
And now there could be all sorts of things mixed into that booze. You don't know. You're no boozeologist.
Hasn't given me anything to go on.
So, oh, don't even. I get the idea that we're supposed to have a few clues that aren't relevant to throw you off the scent, but some of this crap really is just completely daft. I actually examine the kitchen utensils and stuff. It's like in that other case where there was clearly a butcher's knife missing, but it wouldn't let me examine the butcher's knife rack, but I could look at the salad tongs. I don't know.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
True. A lot of it's utterly pointless. So I think the system could have been a bit better designed. You could have stuff that's put there to make you think one thing's happened that hasn't, rather than just, letting you pick up completely random crap.
Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That
Yeah,
happened.
guess we're going to Silver Props.